Our first founding father is Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton had an impressive military career, wrote at least 51 of the 85 Federalist Papers, was the nation's first Secretary of Treasury, and still found time to father 8 children. He was killed in a pistol duel with Aaron Burr. Benjamin Franklin was the most famous American in his day. He was the jack of all trades. From running printing presses to his famous experiments with electricity, he could do it all. His intellect was an immense contribution to his political life and ultimately America's fight for independence. George Washington grew to accomplish many things in his lifetime from his cherry tree chopping days. Serving as the first president of the United States of America, he rightfully gained the position through outstanding political and military service, being both the commander-in-chief of the colonial army and presider of the Constitutional Convention. Our fourth founding father was also the fourth president of the United States. James Madison, also referred to as the father of the Constitution, made important contributions by writing some of the Federalist Papers and serving as the Secretary of State to President Thomas Jefferson. John Adams was the second president of the United States, but was more remarkable as a political philosopher than as a politician. He was a man of great intellect and helped negotiate the Treaty of Peace during the Revolutionary War, and served as vice president to President George Washington. John Hancock was instrumental in coaxing the American Revolution into being. Notorious for his flamboyant signature on the Declaration of Independence, he was the first to sign the historical document, and we still reference him to this day when signing papers. John Jay was the first Chief of Justice of the United States. He served in the First and Second Continental Congresses, wrote 5 of the Federalist Papers, and saved America from more wars as a diplomat, and is especially famous for Jay's treaty made with Great Britain. 200 years before Katy Perry's hit song, Patrick Henry was truly a firework of his time. A radical and fiery orator, his Stamp Act resolutions were precursors to the Revolutionary War. His political positions included that of Governor of Virginia and Secretary of State under George Washington. Samuel Adams and his cousin John Adams can be credited with all accounts of the revolution that grew out of Boston. His political career included representative to the Continental Congress, signer of the Declaration of Independence, and governor of Massachusetts. He was an eloquent speaker and a strong advocate of independence from Britain. As the primary author of the Declaration of Independence, Thomas Jefferson is one of the most influential founding fathers. Other notable accomplishments include being the third president of the United States and the founder of the University of Virginia. Last but not least, we have the original T-Pain, Thomas Paine, publisher of the controversial pamphlet Common Sense, which advocated a strong defense of the American independence from England. Thomas Paine rallied and united Americans toward a common goal of independence. My name is Sabina Marroquin, and I hope you enjoy this Founding Fathers podcast.